Once you've carved your lines and they're leather hard, I want you guys to take a spoon and burnish the side of it. So you'll hold onto it, make sure the back side of your spoon is clean. And what you're doing is pressing the sides, compressing that clay together to get a nice, even, smooth surface. Again, you'll hold it in your hand. For the sake of the video, I'm just laying it on the table. Then to clean up your carved lines, you're gonna take a wet paintbrush, not soaking wet. We don't wanna see the trails of water. But what I'm gonna try to do is clean up, and you'll see this area right here. I'll try to zoom in on it a little bit. If I take a wet paintbrush and go over it several times, it's gonna start smoothing out my carved area. But if I have something like this, no matter how many times I go over it with a paintbrush, it's not gonna go anywhere. So if you have little pieces of clay still sticking up, very carefully remove the clay first. It's okay if it looks a little bit rough afterwards, and then take your paintbrush over it again. And once your paintbrush fills up with clay, you're gonna need to clean that back out. You don't want a ton of water because you still need to be able to see. If you flood it with water, you're not gonna be able to see where your pieces are. So you're gonna go through all of your lines, clean those up. If the top surface has a lot of variations on it and it's not smooth, you need to smooth that out. You're also gonna take a sponge or a flat metal scraper to the back side of this. So you wanna be careful flipping this over, make sure that there's nothing underneath it. But you'll take your flat metal scraper and scrape it. If there's big imperfections, most of the time if you go over it with a sponge quite a few times, you're gonna smooth out that back side just fine.